Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be working on this 2014 S550. This car actually belongs to a subscriber. They started watching our channel when we were rebuilding that red Mercedes for Birdie. And so as soon as he had this little accident in his car, he's like, I know exactly who I'm gonna take this thing to. And so here it is. What we need to do to it, we need to tear it down and make a list of all the things that need to be replaced. So basically just get that hood open. The hood does not open at all right now. We've actually tried and it's just jammed, and you can see why. I mean, it's been pushed over a lot. Look at that. It's just it's just sticking out right here.
Don't these have latches on both sides too, yeah?
I don't know. I think so.
That looks like a latch.
Yep. This latch is actually out, and then this latch looks like it's jammed up. So we'll have to finagle that thing out of there. I think this headlight may come off in chunks and we can get in there from behind and get it open. And then the bumper, of course, is simple. Just some screws at the bottom, we'll get it off. But check this thing out, man. This thing is super nice. Look at these little flaps. What's that, for airflow?
I have no idea what that's for.
That brake opens up when you're driving.
Maybe.
But this thing is clean. This is a big body too. Look at this thing. Look at the interior on it. Woo, that's luxury right there. Got that automatic shifter on the column. You know, that's how we like it. All right, so let's get this thing torn down. Let's get this hood open and we'll make a list of everything that's broken. Hey, look at that. Nate, you're gonna pull up on this and I'm gonna go pop it. You hear me? Is it already in? No, here. Pull up on that. I'm gonna pop the hood. Kind of shimmy it.
No, it's the safety that's stuck.
Try to shimmy it, Nate.
It's the safety.
All right, let me see.
The safety part is stuck.
Oh, you are right. Correct that move there, sir. Almost what I need, probably. Hold on. See that? Dang, even the spark plug popped out of it.
Must have came out the other car.
That's crazy. Look at that. Now that's a Mercedes spark plug. That's still a good plug. I don't know why they replaced it.
Bro needs to hit up his Mercedes service.
You better
center
call his mechanic, man.
and ask him what's going on. Look, they left a 10mm in there too.
Nah, that was me. All right, let's get this grill off.
What are you taking off?
Huh? Oh, I'm just looking to see if there's any screws down there. Don't need to take it off.
Yeah, it's part of the bumper.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
gonna come off with the bumper, so we're good.
Wait, is this actually something that does
I
something?
unhooked it. Yeah, it's a camera.
Oh, it's a hidden camera.
Camera.
Hidden camera.
See, this thing
That's for
broken.
the hood.
Yep. So we're gonna need a new one of these. You can see it's broken right there. Dang, everything seems to be busted up. Clips that hate being messed with, check. That's an odd place to put a screw. So judging by what we are looking at here, we need an entire front bumper assembly besides the center vent, that vent, and the parking signals. I'm going to go ahead and remove a couple more things. That way we can get a good look at that frame rail. And we'll start with the top here. Dang, it's a long bolt. Why is that bolt so long? Mercedes, I take back what I said. Y'all's design is... Look at that. She's all busted up.
You need to save all the tabs.
All the tabs are busted. Yeah, we'll save all the pieces from it. And any other pieces we might find. Bolt it right there. Look at that mic. Intelligent mic system. Ha! Wasn't intelligent enough. Gotta be careful with these, Nate. Actually might be. You hear that?
Airbags.
Dang, every time you take some weight off the car, the bags adjust. That's crazy. All right, so the rest of this basically needs to be pulled on the frame before we remove this.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to use this rebar right here and pull everything together. That way, that side mainly goes back into place, and then once we get it all pulled out and kind of straightened up, we can take it off and put the new parts on there and see how they fit.
All right.
So
Hey.
this is plenty removed now to spot everything that's broken. So Paul's going to come in on Monday, and he is going to assess it, and then if he tells me that we need to remove off more, then we'll take more stuff off. But once he gets all the body parts and all the main stuff ordered, we'll get it on the rack. We'll get it pulled out. But we also got the parts for the Porsche, so I think the Porsche is going to go on the rack first. All right, so there's no water in the system. That means the radiator has been compromised somewhere, either a line or the radiator itself. But judging by how bent up this entire cooling system is, I'd say that radiator is toast.
Yeah,
So
I think so too. I think we need to just go ahead and take this whole cooling system off.
the problem is we may not be able to get it out.
Well, once we put it on the frame machine, we'll take it off.
Yeah, we'll have to do that once we get it on the rack, because right now everything's so jammed up in there, and I don't want to take off this rebar because I want to use it to pull.
Right.
So right now, this is plenty for Paul to see everything that he needs. And then all the other smaller miscellaneous stuff that we will run into as we work on it, that'll be easy to get. So he's going to be able to make a whole entire list of everything we need, and we'll have this thing in line for the frame. In the meantime, we may put the Porsche on the frame, we may not. We may go ahead and put this thing on. Because
well, we do have the parts for the Porsche, though.
But this is going to be a much smaller frame job.
Oh, yeah, that is true, just to get the frame pulled
So this is a
out.
one-day frame job versus the Porsche is probably going to be a week on the
Yeah,
frame.
we'll probably have to just put this on here and pull everything off.
Yeah, so I think that...
Because there's not really any guesswork here. You just have to straighten that aluminum out and then take it off, you know?
yeah.
And if you have to do any pulling later, we can do that, so.
Well, I mean, we're just going to square up the front end, and that's it. Yeah, see, it's the aluminum that bent on this side.
I like how these German cars are made with the aluminum frame rail ends. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is actually really nice. It's really nice because it gives you that breakaway point, and it saves the frame. But I'll be honest with you, this damage is a lot worse than what I thought it was.
Really?
I thought it was just bumped. This thing's...
Yeah, this was a hard impact.
Swiped. It's off by a lot. Like, you can see it. You can actually see that, not trying to scare nobody, but this frame rail looks like it's coming out this way. Versus this one looks like it's going over that way like a lot.
That's nothing the frame machine can't fix.
That is true. That is, yeah, dang, that's off by a lot. Yikes. Okay, so that's not a big deal. We'll put it on the rack, we'll pull it, and then we'll go from there. But so far, it's looking like a pretty decent sized frame job. Nothing technical where you have to like cut. It's literally all just tweaking, just pulling. So it's not a big deal. But still, it's a lot of work. it's gonna take a lot to get this thing back together. Look at all this. Like, look at all these pieces. What we need to do now, we need to make an inventory of everything that we've removed, and then put everything in the trunk that will fit. Everything else, everything that needs to get thrown away needs to get. Well, we're not throwing anything away, but like little pieces, you know. So
The dirt that's on the ground.
yeah, for the most part, everything needs to go inside the car that can fit. We're gonna get all these parts ordered, and stay tuned for the next video. I think we'll probably do maybe 2 more videos on this car, and I think we'll put this one on the frame before the Porsche, because like I said, this is a smaller job, and the Porsche is a big job. Speaking of the Porsche, let's go check out the parts that came in. Huge shout out to LKQ. Without the amazing people over at LKQ, we would not be anywhere near where we are today. Like, the price, the service, the customer service, everything about LKQ is top notch. So if you ever need anything, hit up LKQ. They sell new parts, used parts, any kind of parts you need. But look at that, they even saved this airbag for us. Instead of cutting through it like some people would, they just took it loose and let it hang and basically threw it in. So that's like 250 bucks right there that they just gave to us instead of chopping it off, because they could have just cut right through it. But that's really cool. We got everything on this quarter panel that we need, all the plastics. I mean, basically everything besides the obvious things like the tail light and the rear bumper we have here. So now we just need to throw that thing on the rack after the Mercedes and get started on it. And we decided we're going to go ahead and put the entire quarter on it, because the trade-off is just better that way. It's gonna be a lot cleaner and better that way, I think. But we'll see what happens.
Alright, so
That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I know it wasn't very much work going on, but that's just the way it is during the winter season, you know? That's just how it is. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.